What up, you beautiful tubers? Thank you so much for clicking on today's episode. It means the absolute world to me. And today we have an absolute banger with the SMG-72 Polymer. This awesome SMG is an absolute banger, and we'll go more of that after the intro. Alright, mates, I want to thank all the new heads I've been seeing in the channel. It means the absolute world to me. And if you like what you see, drop a like and maybe even subscribe. Let's get into the loadouts. I like to bring in the Eagle 500 kilogram bomb. I like to bring in the Orbital Rail Cannon Strike. I also bring in the Shield Generator Backpack. And I've been having fun with the Grenade Launcher, but any type of stratagem will work as long as you're comfortable with it. I'm bringing in the Stamina Enhancer because my fat ass has a heavy armor suit. And there's also a sick ballistic shield loadout. We'll go into more after this loadouts. I like to bring in the grenade pistol because this should be beaming. Perfect for taking out Scout Striders and the shield Devastators. But you can only get it in the Democratic War Bond. This bad boy will be on the 3rd page for a shit ton of medals. So if you don't have that, it's all good. Use something else that you're comfortable with. I like to bring in the stuns, depending on who I'm fighting with, and the impact grenades. I've been having fun with both. They're both very viable. So I've been using the stuns the most. And nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into this badass of an SMG, the SMG-72 Polymer that fires concussive rounds that stagger enemies, which is the most important part of this small info we have about it. It is a light armor, and you can deal it one-handed. If you don't know by now, you can get it in the Polar Patriot War Bond on the 2nd page for 60 medals. So, you know, 1,000 super credits plus a shit ton of medals to get to the 2nd page. But alright, divers, onto the weapon stats. Starting off with the Knight. The Knight does lose with the damage, but it makes up for it with the fire rate and the ammo capacity. The Defender wins with damage, and it also wins with the fire rate, but it has the same ammo capacity and recoil. So nonetheless, this gun does have a flashlight, and it does have 3 firing modes, but I don't use the flashlight. You can switch to these fire modes through toggling through your reload button. This does have a pretty decent ammo capacity with 45 rounds per mag. You get 7 mags. It's going to give you 315 total rounds of these concussion rounds. So that's pretty badass. It has a 20-meter sound profile, which is awesome for stealthier style gameplay. And these concussive rounds, these rounds have the ability to temporarily incapacitate enemies, providing Helldivers with a tactical advantage. These stuns is a status rather than a standard stagger effect, so keep that in mind. The stun does last for 0.5 seconds. That's pretty fucking good in my opinion. The fire rate, you do have a decent 475 fire rate. You have a 514 damage per second. This does have fastic ergonomics and 0 recoil, so it's pretty good using it one-handed all around. And just moving around the battlefield too. This weapon feels really good. Pretty balanced in my opinion. The reload speed, if you do have one in the chamber, it's going to be 2.1 seconds. But if you do have an empty mag, it's going to be 3 seconds because you do have to rack the chamber. So keep that in mind, Helldivers. Back to that ballistic shield loadout, because I think this is kind of OP. Not a lot of people are using the ballistic shield. I think the ballistic shield's great for stealthier style gameplays, mainly because, I don't know, some of these automatons just kind of run past you when you have this ballistic shield, and especially with certain type of armors that equip with it too, it'd be perfect for stealthier style hell dives. I love Helldivers that do the stealth style missions. They're my boys. They're always taking out these stupid stratagem blockers and just, you know, putting in hardcore work, just like how this Polymer is doing hardcore work with the ballistic shield. They make a great combo. So if you have the ballistic shield unlocked and this unlocked too, go ahead and give it a shot, man, when you're battling the automatons, and I guarantee you you're gonna like it a little bit more than the generator shield backpack. But still, you have to get used to using the ballistic shield in general and find out its weak points. When you're fighting the Devastator with the rockets, it can blow up your ballistic shield and leave you very vulnerable, but nonetheless, it leaves it a great option, so keep that in mind if you do want to use a ballistic shield. Still, do I use it? No, I don't. It's not really my type of... I like to run and gun like a motherfucker. I play too much COD. So let's get into the actual more weapon stats here. With the troopers, it's 1 to 2 shots, depending if you get headshots. Accuracy is key with this gun, like with all weapons, but with the 0 recoil, it's very, very manageable and easy to hit those shots for sure. The scout striders, you want to get the scouts off the back of the strider for sure, because if you shoot them in the front, they have too much armor, it won't do nothing. You could also hit them with an impact grenade or a stun, or, you know, just hit them with your grenade pistol. The berserkers take 3 shots to the head and 10 shots to the torso. Because the way they stagger when they run at you, it's kind of easier just to shoot at the torso when you fight the berserkers. So keep that in your bloody noggin, mates. The Devastators all around, okay? Every single Devastator, with the medium, heavy or not, it takes 2 to 3 shots to the head. It takes 6 torso shots and 17 leg shots. So holy shit, do not shoot at the leg. I mean, I don't know anyone shooting at the leg anyways, but still, nonetheless, if you're come across and you have to dive and shoot at the legs, try and shoot up at the head. Just like how the medium shield Devastator is, you can actually only shoot at his legs. So I mean, fuck it. What are you gonna do? The one with the rockets, if you're using the ballistic shield, like I said, be careful because this one can easily blow you up. But you got to hit that sweet headshot. I'm always hitting for the head anyways. I play too much COD not to be shooting for heads whenever I play shooter games. So I'm just naturally used to aiming for the head. But for any other Helldiver that's not so much advanced in shooting, yeah, torso, head, totally fine. You could take this motherfucker out pretty much easily. Especially with the concussion rounds, it feels like you're shooting little tiny nukes, man, because it fucking staggers these dudes. The Hulks, as long as you're shooting at the weak point, it takes 27 shots, and boom, man, you take these Hulkalers out very easily. I do enjoy that. This gun is actually pretty balanced in my opinion, except for when you're coming against heavily armored enemies, such as the tank. I wanted to go through all my mags just to see if I could blow this guy up, because sometimes like you're shooting at him and you start to see like a little bit of smoke billowing from his weak points, and I thought I saw that now, but it turns out I don't know what the fuck is, like maybe I was just smoking too much. But still pretty useless. You want to use your stratagems or call on your other teammates to help you out if you don't have anything to take out these tanks for sure. Because nonetheless, you're just going to be doing what I'm doing here, and pretty much just, you know, shooting pellets at this point. So yeah, definitely calling a stratagem. But nonetheless, these concussive rounds are amazing. They do so much work when you are fighting the berserkers, the devastators, the troopers. Man, I really do think this weapon is pretty good, and I hope to God they don't nerf it in the next update, or they don't even touch it. I think the weapon is actually well balanced. Coming across these factory striders, like I said before, you want to use your stratagems or your support weapons. I did notice, though, I'm shooting at those guns right there, and I don't know if the game glitched or not, but after shooting at those guns for quite some time, they kind of just went away. Like right now, boom, they're gone. So I don't know if the game glitched and they blew up and my game didn't register them blowing up. But so I kept trying to shoot at the other weak points in the factory strider, and it doesn't do shit. So, you know, use stratagems, use support weapons, or call on your teammates to help you out. But nonetheless, this weapon is actually worth it. It's pretty viable. It puts in work. It has a lot of those concussion rounds, man. It really what makes this weapon the great one to use. You guys are great ones as well. Thank you so much for clicking on today's episode. I hope you have a great day, a great month, and a great year. My name's Sincere. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.